Okay, it's Monday. I'm not really feeling motivation to do much of anything, but I have a good number of things I need to get done. And I try not to think about motivation because with depression, if I try to correlate my productivity or my self-care with motivation, then I will never do anything because with that I don't feel motivation to do anything. My natural mental tape is not one that is positive or pushing in a good growing area. So, just gonna start with little things and go from there. Okay, I wanted to show you the type of stuff I order and what costs a lot over here. So we got plantain chips. This is from a Haitian spot with like marinated grilled type chicken. It has spinach, onions, roasted peppers, and then I got some codfish pastry. Also have a crepe here. It should be almonds, strawberries, butter sugar. And then I have a oat milk chai latte. Then over here, that's for my mother, the same marinated grilled chicken, but it is for the hemp avocado salad. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna take the pumice stone with me and a body scrub because I haven't been able to do a body scrub all week, and the week's about to be over, so I'm gonna be in that damn studio for the longest time. So since I'm doing the foot scrub and the body scrub, I'm gonna wait till Friday to wash my hair because my hair is a big process. I can't go another week without washing it, so there's that. I am thinking that it's about time I clear out my uncle's little hutch here and use it for storage for something else. To be frank, I feel like I live by myself, and when I go to sleep, there's just people that move shit and dirty up the house and make noise. Because there's no level of community work going on. this has been burning unevenly. I kind of like the scent, although it's a little bit more like cedar wood forward than it is cardamom, but I'm gonna still burn it out. There's like, isn't that they're in like foil trick or something? Yeah, this shit is not lighting. I got a bootleg candle. So I'm gonna let that burn for the other hour. I'll be home as I try to get ready. So let me find it.
Where, oh, where are you? Where did you go? Where did you go?
Before I do the beef, because I don't want to touch vegetables after I do the beef, although of course there's soap, but still, I'm gonna shred one of these zucchini because I want to make zucchini bread. I keep saying that every time we get zucchini, I never do. So I'm gonna pre-shred it, put it in a Ziploc, then when I come back home, I'll do it. I think I should do it in a bowl. Whatever. Just gonna take some moisture out of you. Just a little bit, because since it's gonna sit for a while I go run errands, it's gonna produce some water anyway. I usually don't cook 85-15 meat. I try to get beef as lean as possible, but like I keep saying, use what you have. And that's what I have. I'm trying, aside from my takeout addiction, to use up the meat in the freezers, the fridge freezer and the deep freezer. Okay, my mission's to make cauliflower nachos, so trying to figure out what to put on this because the taco sauce is going on the cauliflower. This is Mrs. Dash onion and herb. Some black pepper. Garlic powder. To use a little bit of the Flavor God's Bacon Lover Seasoning. It'll also add a salt element. And I think that is it. And I like to use my hands. If you don't, that is your problem. So I'll let it sit in its seasonings for a little bit. And then I'll cook it before I leave. Now I need to wash my hands in this plate. Okay, I took out my water to take with me. Now we gotta moisturize my face. I keep forgetting to do a lip mask and my lips are super dry. Actually, my whole face is dry because of this damn mask that we have to wear outside. I'm getting like dry patches here. It's not a good look. But yeah, I'm putting on some oil sample because the plan is to go to the doctor, get blood work redone, go to the gym, get Starbucks, come home and make dinner. What am I having for breakfast? I don't really know. At this point, it won't even be breakfast, it'll be lunch. What are we wearing today? I'm going simple. I'm going Furry Bash. It's my current favorite. And then I'll show you later if I make it to the gym. When I make it to the gym, the regular outfit that I have on, because like I said, I'm going outside for 3 missions and going back in the house, because you gotta get shit done even if you don't feel like it. That's a reminder for you. So I've made it to the doctor office and I'm waiting for them to come back with the apparatus to retake these labs. Okay, so just finished the stretching. I'm gonna finally drink this drink now that it's just warm and not boiling hot. Well, steaming hot, I guess. So this is a traditional miso grande in a venti cup, 2 pumps of the chestnut paraline syrup, paraline topping, and salted caramel cold foam. In the milk I use is soy. I wanted oat, but that particular place is out, so. And I like it, so let me show you. That is the recipe. I'm good with a little bit of dairy. If you don't have dairy at all, I think you can request for the foam to be made with another milk of your choice. I'm not sure how that affects the flavor though. But it's very creamy. And you get a little bit of that praline. So to me, it sort of tastes with the caramel like kind of warm brittle. Like if you just like, if you made some kind of like burnt caramel brittle without the nuts and it just came out the oven. And since it's a misto, if you have 50 points, you can get that free even with all those substitutions. Okay, now we're gonna try the sugar plum Danish. If this has been out in other holiday seasons, I usually am not a major Starbucks head. It's just recently in this past year become like my treat. So this is what the sugar plum Danish looks like. It was warm, but I was on the bus, so I'm not gonna warm it again because I don't feel like it. So it's basically a cheese Danish with, I assume, sugar plum jam of some sort. The cheese Danish part's good. It's a little tangy, which it should be. I'm just making sure I didn't get any on my sheets. And now we're gonna do the sugar plum part. Honestly, the sugar plum part reminds me of fig jam, which isn't bad for me. But it's not completely like distinctive, you know? If you told me it was like a fig Danish, I'd believe you. But as far as the consistency, it's very light and airy. Not too much cheese, which I appreciate. You might not. I like the light but decadent taste of the Danish itself. My only complaint is I wish like the cheese part was more centered, with like the plum part either being inside or directly on top of the cheese part. I feel like part of it's cheese and then part of it's the plum part. But I like it. Alrighty, so have 1.5 cauliflower. Because I was gonna make cauliflower soup with this pack. Then we got another one, and then I saw a recipe on IG for cauliflower nachos, and I've been wanting to have some nachos. So we're just gonna go with the flow. And have some cauliflower nachos. Never had it before, so let's see how this works. And I know this is not the right knife, but this is the sharpest one. So we're gonna go with this. And then trying to get out the stem. And you're really just going to get it into chunks. The chunks can be shaped however which way floats your fancy. At some point you can probably just do it by hand once you've taken off the stem, and then dice it up some more if you so desire. So a lot of this will come off easily, and some you'll have to cut up some more. That's basically it, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other one, and these bigger ones I'm going to cut in half. Say a third of it will probably just be put at the side for regular roasted cauliflower. I'm just going to season the whole thing as though it's nachos. So I have the California olive oil. I'm gonna just drizzle that on there as much as you think you need to coat it. Okay, well, I'll just do all of it because it's almost done. So I might as well just done it off. Okay. Before I put the taco seasoning, I'm actually gonna add the everything but elote seasoning, because it has sort of like that corn kind of taste, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of spice, and I feel like it'll go well with making these. So I'm just gonna do it till everything's lightly dusted. This is a little bit peppery. Then I just have the regular Old El Paso taco seasoning. I have one of them gigantic bags I can't seem to finish. Okay. So do that till it's covered, and we're not trying to have hypertension, so it doesn't need to be super covered. Then I'm using the garlic and herb. Those are like herbs. And that will be it. I feel like all that olive oil I used was enough, but I'm just gonna spray it with some of the olive oil spray. I'm not gonna add any more oil. Then I'm just gonna put it on a baking sheet with some non-stick foil and spray it with the olive oil spray and bake it until it looks roasted, basically. fat, to drain the fat. We're gonna add a little bit more seasonings now that it's cooked. So just adding some onion powder and some garlic powder. And a little bit of pink salt. To bring it together, I'm just gonna add a little bit of fire roasted salt. Just 2 tablespoons. I don't really want it saucy, I just want it to have the flavor. I have put down the heat because for the most part this is already cooked. I just put it incorporate the taste, filling. That's how it goes. That's what it looks like right now. Add another tablespoon. Dried out meat, but it's not super wet either. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so this is it once it's mostly roasted. So cook down some onions and add, but I really don't feel like all that work. So I had chopped up some tomatoes. We have some Fritos jalapeno cheddar. And we have the unexpected cheddar cheese here. I think I'm gonna put down the Frito first. I actually have no idea what this tastes like. The goal isn't even to use a lot. I just want like bits of the jalapeno flavor. Okay, so this is what it looks like before I put it back in the oven. Okay, this is what it looks like now that the cheese has melted. I'm gonna fix up my portion and I'll show you that. I'm gonna do a taste test before I go sit down. So get some sour cream, some tomato, some of the cheese with some of the beef. This avocado. actually really good. The only thing, if you want the cauliflower like crispy, you do it smaller, but I'm fine with it being soft. Because my mother wouldn't be able to eat it if it was too crispy anyway. Yeah, this is A1. I'm pretty articulate about like the mental health vlogging, but I'm not even sure what I feel. Well, I'm not sure what I feel makes any sense. Anyway, I've been putting off folding up these clothes and separating them and all that jazz. And ironically, I guess as my mother was getting dressed this morning, my big, I guess depression pile fell over. So now there's a huge stack of clothes on her bed. So I have no choice but to organize them. So that's what I'm doing today. It wasn't really a plan, but whatever. I really want pizza actually, which I always gotta question myself because I have a history of using pizza as my like depression / comfort food. So I'm trying to figure out, do I actually have a craving for pizza or am I stuffing my feelings? And I don't know. This is the giant pile. And here's what I'm doing. House clothes, undergarment stuff. I haven't folded it up. This is my one robe that actually needs to be sewn at the shoulder or attempted to be sewn. If it can't be sewn, then I'm getting rid of it because I'm not going to wear a sweater in the house, so it doesn't need to be house clothes. And then I think I'm going to put clothing that I don't feel that good in to the side, or I feel iffy in. I kind of wish sometimes that I had more of a social media presence. I feel like it would have given me a leg up in some areas. For example, if there were more people following me, there'd be more of an inclination to buy my clothing, which would in turn, I would apply that money to the spending I did for Target. And I'd get rid of the things because I'm getting rid of them for the space, but they're still taking up space because they're still here. And I don't know, a lot of the items are barely worn, so I kind of feel weird sending them to Goodwill because I don't want them to end up like not being sold there either. I don't know. The other thing is just for independence purposes, opportunities, events. But then I think, like, would I even actually make it to any of those events if I was invited? So, yeah. I got dishes to wash, but in the meantime, I'm gonna spray the bathroom so that I can clean it up. I'm gonna try this. Looks like something my mother bought. I've never seen this before in my life. Okay. So I'm just gonna spray this down and then wash the dishes, and when I come back, I will scrub it. Okay. This is gonna sit for about 10 minutes. That is the tub covered in foam. My back is about to die. If I was rich, I'd be very bougie, like one of those people that buys out the store for a couple of hours just so it's only me in there, simply because I like the experience of things being very minimal. But yeah, this is what my fingernails look like. Ew. Yeah, I'm clearly deficient in some vitamins because both my fingernails and my toenails are very brittle and flimsy. Trying to get better at taking my vitamins, but I don't know. I think I'm more deficient in it than a simple multivitamin can fix, because I don't know. It's not that they don't grow, they just don't grow strong, and nail strengtheners don't do anything. And with my eczema, I try not to keep long nails anyway. See, with fake long nails, it's fine because it doesn't really scratch you. But if it's your real actual nails, then I end up with my skin looking like this at night, because at night I tend to itch myself, scratch myself. So I'm just gonna cut them all off for now. I might think about shaping later. Don't even know where the hell my file is actually. And anyway, just for purposes of doing housework, I usually like my nails short. Don't have to worry about cleaning under them every damn day. Or multiple times a day, really. Oh, let's not forget, when I have to go food shopping, I always break a nail. I don't know. I guess just carrying around the cart. Much better, and yes, I know, cuticles need to be fixed. I'll try to attend to my cuticles tonight. Right now ain't it. Right now I need to take a relaxing bath. That is what I need. So I'm going to go do that. You have to live at the edge of your capability. I believe I heard that in a video. Basically like pushing yourself to doing more than what you've told yourself you're capable of doing. And that's not to say like if you have like physical limitations to then like go do something that would be dangerous to your health, or even if it's mental limitations, you know, not to say like to do something that'll be dangerous to your health regardless of what kind of health it is, but we're talking about like when you're putting mental restrictions on yourself that's not based in fact, is based in feeling or fear, you can still win. Meaning, regardless of what you've been told, regardless of what your life has looked like, regardless of what the tape that plays in your head is telling you, regardless of how old you are, regardless of your limitation, regardless of any disease you have, regardless of any limitations you have, regardless of the shit life has put you through, regardless of the people that has left, regardless of all the things that you think should have happened that didn't happen, regardless of all the dreams you've had to let go of and start anew from, you can still win. That's what that means to me. Things that bothered you yesterday cannot disturb your peace today. Okay, so finally getting to washing my hair while I'm here alone. So I'll be using the cleansing volumizing paste. Scalp care conditioner by Mazzani. And then I'm going to do a hair mask. I'm not going to record the process because that'll take forever. Okay, I am on my third step. I put in the, I'm focusing on scalp care today. So I did that clay rinse, and then now I have the conditioner for like itchy scalp. This whole back is tangled like a mug. So I'm about to rinse out the scalp conditioner, and then I'm gonna put in the hair mask. And then after the hair mask soaks in for, I don't know, half an hour, then I'll detangle. As of right now, I'm just trying to do a little bit of separation in the root. That Christopher Robin's, what is it? Volumizing cleansing paste isn't really for my hair in particular, it's for more so fine hair. I think it'll be sick like if I used it and then straighten my hair, because I feel like when I straighten my hair it doesn't really have that much volume. But anyway, this is my hair right now. I guess the best way to describe it is I feel like the way I'm living my life, or the way the environment around me is, or the people I have associated with, is all an insult to my inner being. And that gives me a lot of shame, that makes me feel solitary, and it makes my brain feel foggy, because even the counselor's like, you know, you seem to have a great distinction of who you are, and like, what is it you want? I mean, I agree with her, but I guess my disconnect with life and reality is that I know all these things and I am all these things, but I am not a reflection of these things. Both good and bad things. I feel like I'm just there because so long of me has just gone along with certain things out of fear, or just not fully pushed toward things because I didn't believe I could, or didn't like make another plan after A, B, and C because I thought like there wouldn't be a me after a certain point in life, you know? So it just feels like it's all crumbling down or coming together or unveiling all at the same time, and I don't know what to do with any of it. All it's done this week is shut me down. And as you see, in the middle of that shutdown, I didn't want there to be zero progression, so I tried to do at least one major thing a day for myself, and that's like what I wanted to show. Okay, so I am beyond late right now for going to the gym, but I'm going anyway, and we're just gonna have to modify things and hopefully go to this. I have yet to go to this park, but I will on a better day. Right now it's the type of rain that makes no sense to have your umbrella out, because then your umbrella will be going every which way. Can you see that? Wait, where is it? Hold on. I don't know what that is. Looks like a spaceship. Oh, and I don't have my glasses on because they were getting so wet that I couldn't see anything anyway, so they're in my pocket. Alright, well, I'm gonna go wait for the bus now. excuse my breathing, but I live on the top floor and it's a walk up, so we're just gonna have to deal. I want to tell you a mini story, but as I was coming up here, I wanted to tell you or show you why a lot of these places that charge over $1,000 for an apartment aren't worth it. Do you see that? You're gonna tell me the people that supposedly cleaned the building hasn't noticed that. I don't have any spider webs to show you. I guess they took that down, but I'll also show you in my kitchen as well. Hold on. So that is right before you get to my floor. And this is right here in the kitchen. So clearly it's some kind of structural issue, because you would think it's rain or a leak or something. It was like one little saggy patch, and I've noticed this week is getting to be more of those, I'm gonna call them saggy patches. What the technical term is, I don't know. Today has been the day it's rained. That was here way before it rained, so it's a structural issue. I have the cart. Well, I usually take the elevator anyway because my knees suck. But I had the cart and my book bag. I need to have that as a pretense. Outside of the as we leave the train, we as me and the public, there's a line forming for the elevator. Directly in front of me is a couple and a stroller with a baby inside. Well, that was a given. But anyway, so they didn't get in the first time. There was space for them. I'm like, why didn't they get in? Whatever. Since I had the big ass book bag, I'm like, I'm not gonna get in. Someone else went in the space in the last minute, and I'm like, so I'm there looking. They have the down button pressed. Okay, cool, they're going down. So as it comes for them to go down, I'm telling the people behind me they're going down. All right. So for the most part, I'm expecting when the elevator comes back up, it's gotta be empty. No, the same couple is inside. And of course, we're talking about a little space. It's not no giant elevator. The girl in the stroller is like this. The guy is here in the corner. I'm like, okay. So I come in here, but like I said, there's also a line behind me. So I'm telling the guy, can you move over here, please? And he's acting like he hear me, so I repeat it. He just mouths, he's not moving. Well, they ain't nothing for me to do, because, child, I'm tired, and it ain't worth the argument. So I'm like, okay. In my mind, I'm just like, this is just the most ignorant shit ever. Not only do you go and occupy the elevator for no reason when you're not going down, you're now taking up more space than you need to. Now, I'm not saying it needs to be a sardine can in there, because we're still during COVID times, but the extra person could fit. Or basically what could have happened is I go where he was standing if he moved over, and then the guy with the bike who was behind me could have went in. So I'm just stuck here in the corner with, there's an empty space there where he's not going to, with his girl or whatever on this side, angled by the way. Why he chose to go over here, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just standing in the corner and I'm looking like I don't want to move when it's not me. So some woman's like, excuse me. I'm like, well, I moved back a little. I'm like, you don't want to move, so if you could fit there, go ahead. So she squeezed for that corner, but I'm like, what exactly was the point of that? And they were clearly younger than me, but I'm like, this is what's wrong. Like, people who are just ignorant for no reason. One of the reasons why I don't really want to be outside, I just can't deal with everybody walking around like they're the only people around. Like, that's exactly why there's this whole big argument about masks, no mask, vaccine, no vaccine. No one cares about anybody but themselves. And it's like, how do you operate like that when you live in a world with other people? I'm not saying do something that would be to the detriment of your well-being for somebody else, but just basic human decency. That's all I expect, and you should really expect it. Yeah. Anyway, that was my mini story, my elevator drama. That's kind of why I like being with people anyway. And what I mean by with people, because I was by myself, but in the vicinity of others. Okay, I'm watching ID channel as usual. I just want to show you my breakfast. Me and oatmeal. Had some hemp seeds, and then I sauteed some apples with a little bit of butter and the Flavor God cinnamon roll seasoning. Then I'm having some turkey sausage. I like them black. So I had about 5, and now it's 3. Okay, so this is today's fit. I think everything is torrid except for the shoes, which are eco. They remind me of my uncle, so that's why I got them some years ago. Bringing them back out this year. I think I haven't worn them the last 2 years. Don't know how I feel about these skinnies, but I'm gonna wear them because they were my gold pants and I'm in them. Hello, hi. So, yeah. I don't know, I'm on a straight jean kick right now, so. What I don't like about the new torrid tops, look at this. What is this? There's no tapering, which was fine in the summer because I'd roll it up, although it still wouldn't stay rolled, but it's annoying. But yeah, I'm fine with it being slightly big because, well, it needs to balance out these tight ass pants. So yeah, and gray turban to go with the gray little booties, and that's as simple as we're gonna get today. I have an hour before someone from my care team's supposed to come over for me to sign paperwork, so I'm trying to make breakfast in between then. If I look droopy, I'm tired. So I've lit a candle, I put on the radio,